মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰীসকল আশা কৰোঁ তোমালোক ভালে আছা। আজি দশম শ্ৰেণীৰ ইংৰাজী পাঠ্যপুথিৰ প্ৰথম গল্প এ লেটাৰ টু গড আলোচনাৰ বাবে লৈছোঁ। গল্পটিৰ লেখক জি.এল. ফুৱেণ্টেছ। এই ভিডিঅ'টিৰ জৰিয়তে এই পাঠটিৰ অতি দৰকাৰী প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰসমূহ যুগুত কৰি উলিওৱা হৈছে। উত্তৰসমূহ বুজি পোৱাত কিবা অসুবিধা হ'লে মোৰ হোৱাটছআপ নাম্বাৰ ভিডিঅ'তে দিয়া আছে, তাত তোমালোকে জনাব পাৰিবা, নতুবা তোমালোকে ইউটিউবৰ কমেণ্ট বক্সত জনাবা। আহাচোন বাৰু পাঠটিৰ প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰসমূহ আমি জানি লওঁ। Where was Lenso's house located? Lenso's house was located on the top of a low hill. Who was Lenso? Lenso was a hard-working farmer. What did Lenso hope for? Lenso hoped for a spell of rain or at least a shower for his ripe cornfields. What was the woman doing? The woman was preparing the supper. The only thing the earth needed. What only thing did the earth need? The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. What was the peculiar thing about Lenso's house? Lenso's house was the only one house in the entire valley set on the crest of a low hill. What was the feeling of Lenso when the hail stopped? When the hail stopped, Lenso's soul was filled with sadness. He thought that he and his family members would go hungry that year. What did Lenso do throughout the morning? What did he see in the northeast? Lenso did nothing throughout the morning. In the northeast, he saw huge mountains of clouds approaching. Who or what did Lenso have faith in? Lenso had faith in God. What did Lenso write on the top of the envelope? Lenso wrote to God on the top of the envelope. What is the peculiarity of Lenso's letter? The peculiarity of Lenso's letter is that he wrote the letter to God. What type of man was the postmaster? The postmaster was a fat and amiable man. What crop was cultivated by Lenso? Corn was cultivated by Lenso. Why did the postmaster send money to Lenso? Why did he sign the letter God? The postmaster did not want to break Lenso's faith in God, so he collected money from his employees and he himself gave a part of his salary and sent it to Lenso. He signed the letter God to keep Lenso's faith in God. Why did Lenso become angry? When counted the money, Lenso became angry because he got only 70 pesos instead of 100 pesos he required. Why did Lenso consider the raindrops as new coins? Lenso said the raindrops were like new coins because his cornfields needed rain for good harvest. Rain would surely lead to surplus crop production. How did the rain change what happened to Lenso's field? Suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. Thus, the rain changed. Lenso's cornfields were totally destroyed by the hailstorm. Lenso's soul was filled with sadness. Why? Lenso's soul was filled with sadness because the hail totally destroyed the corn cultivated by him. The flowers were gone from the plants. Why did Lenso write a letter to God? When Lenso's cornfields were totally destroyed, he thought of God's help and wrote a letter to God asking help. He wanted 100 pesos to sow his field again and live till the next crop comes. Why did Lenso call the post office employees a bunch of crooks? Lenso wrote a letter to God for 100 pesos but he got only 70 pesos from the post office. He thought that God had sent 100 pesos, but the employees of the post office had cheated him by taking 30 pesos. So he called them a bunch of crooks. Who read Lencho's letter? The postmaster read Lencho's letter. Why did Lencho run out to the rain? Lencho ran out to the rain to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. What was Lencho's only hope? Lencho's only one hope was the help from God. How did Lencho post the letter to God? Lencho wrote the letter addressed to God on the envelope of the letter and went to the post office. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the envelope, dropped it in the mailbox. What did Lencho write in his second letter to God? Lencho wrote the second letter to God because he got only 70 pesos instead of 100 pesos from God. He requested God to send the remaining money. He also requested God not to send money through post office. Here are some questions generally comes as word meaning. Question is, choose the correct answer from the alternatives given. Here 3 alternatives will be provided in bracket and you have to choose only the correct one that has relation with the underlined word. First one, I need 100 pesos. Here you have to find out the meaning of pesos. Currency of India, Spain or Latin America, and the correct answer is Latin America. Send me the rest since I need it very much. Here you have to find out the meaning of the word rest relevant to the context of the story. Options are relax, remaining part, be buried. As per the context of the story, rest in meaning of the rest is remaining part. The house, the only one in the entire valley, set on the crest of a low hill. You have to find out the meaning of the term entire. Here options are wide, whole, flat, and the correct option is whole.